Ripple to acquire a company called Palisade. Here is everything you need to know about this late breaking news. From Ripple directly, institutional grade asset custody just got supercharged. We're acquiring a company called Palisade Inc. Palisade offers a fast and scalable wallet solution, ideal for on and off ramps and global corporate payments. This integration accelerates value transfer across Ripple payments and Ripple custody. Here is the article. I love how these start, don't you? Ripple, a financial technology company that offers crypto solutions for businesses, today announced the acquisition of a digital asset wallet and custody company called Palisade. This acquisition will significantly expand Ripple's custody capabilities to directly serve at the core needs of fintech crypto native firms and corporates. Ripple custody is designed for banks and financial institutions who want to safely secure digital assets, stablecoins, and real-world assets. With this acquisition, Ripple can now serve a broader set of customers and use cases. Palisade brings a secure, fast, and scalable wallet as a service technology designed for quick movement of value and easy integration, making it ideal for the high-speed use cases of customers who need out-of-the-box solutions, ideal for high-frequency transactions and on and off ramp for payments. Let me get into this a little bit deeper. Chat Sign Grabber does have some good information to show you here. Here's Palisade's, what their website will look at. And of course, you have XRP on here, USDC, and a bunch of other crypto assets. Some of the partnerships are below. Riva, of course, Ripple now. You have Schumann Financial here. Interesting enough, Schumann was the company, or is the company in Europe, launching a digital euro on the XRP ledger, which I thought that was pretty cool to see. They will also be at Ripple Swell. And so here it says full suite of Palisade, now Ripple services, regulated digital wallets, scalable payments for businesses, smart treasury, tokenization and real-world asset management, and enterprise-grade governance. It will all be integrated into Ripple payments. So here's everything that they're offering. This is just Ripple continuing to build out their services. We had a great conversation about this a few weeks ago when they acquired G Treasury, some of the missing pieces that they would look to acquire. My personal feeling here is Ripple is not done. I wouldn't be shocked if you hear some more acquisitions before the year is over. Remember, Ripple has this incredibly big war chest. The reason Ripple didn't go public over the last year or two is because they don't need the money. They have their XRP that they bought off the open market, and they also have the escrowed XRP. They can make strategic decisions every now and then to enhance their capabilities out here in the blockchain infrastructure space. And I wouldn't be shocked if we have a few more announcements even this week as far as partnerships, maybe even acquisitions. We'll wait till we really get something before we kind of, we're just speculating here on all of this really incredible stuff. But here it is, November 3rd, significantly expands its digital asset wallet capabilities for institutional clients. It does talk about some of the things that we've already discussed. Ripple custody, Palisade's architecture enables instant high frequency transactions. Some of the stuff we got out of the Ripple announcement here. It does say that Palisade also introduced advanced security, including multi-party computation, also known as MPC, for key management and zero trust network protection, making it highly attractive for regulated institutions. And so this is something that we've seen time and time again. Ripple does target the financial institutions, some of the largest in the world, and security is at the highest and utmost importance for these companies. And this is a key piece that Ripple is going to use. Of course, needing compliance and operational certainty. Ripple custody is already trusted by banks like ABSA, which is out of South Africa, BBVA, DBS, and Societe Generale. The strategic impact of this integration, Ripple is positioning itself as the backbone for large-scale regulated institutional crypto adoption, offering custody, payment rails, stablecoin, tokenization, and enterprise-grade governance. Talks about integration of Palisade into Ripple payments enables seamless cross-chain custody for XRP, Solana, Ethereum, and more, supporting DeFi and tokenization use cases for financial institutions and corporates. Ripple has over 75 regulatory licenses globally and has now spent $4 billion on strategic crypto ecosystem investments to secure market leadership. The moves indicate Ripple's intent to deliver an institutional grade product suite, driving the next wave of corporate and banking adoption, right? It's not the people that went out and went mining for gold and tried to find, their share. It was the people that made the picks and the shovels who made a fortune, right? Everybody has this dream to go out and become rich, but the people that sell the tools to get to that place are the people that will make the most money. If you look at software as a service or any of these businesses like Oracle, right? They are offering their customers solutions, a product suite, and they will make money from all of this, which is going to be widely important for Ripple's success in the future. And of course, the momentum is going to continue. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen during Swell. Are we going to get some more big announcements? It does feel like we're on the cusp of something truly fantastic, and I cannot wait. All right, let's shift gears here a little bit. Zero Hash, first to secure stablecoin MiCA license, RLUSD integration, also partner with Nium, Ripple and XRP user. Nium partners with Zero Hash to power industry-leading business-to-business crypto experiences. This should be an interesting collaboration here. Zero Hash first MiCA-approved firm amid the $2 billion MasterCard acquisition. So remember, MasterCard itself, MasterCard, Visa, all of these companies are now competing against each other for infrastructure in the blockchain space, stablecoin space specifically. And so MasterCard is looking to acquire Zero Hash for $2 billion. Zero Hash does have RLUSD rails, and it'll be really interesting to see how all of this unfolds. Zero Hash has become one of the first providers to secure the MiCA license for stablecoin services in Europe, signaling regulatory approval to operate widely with crypto assets and stablecoins, including RLUSD. The MiCA license empowers Zero Hash to deliver trusted and compliant crypto payment infrastructure across the EU, making it possible for fintechs, banks, and platforms to embed stablecoin rails seamlessly for both business-to-business and business-to-customer payments. Zero Hash has directly integrated RLUSD and Ripple's regulated USD-backed stablecoins, enabling its customers to use RLUSD on both the XRP ledger and Ethereum networks. Remember, most of RLUSD is in fact on Ethereum. That's where a lot of the liquidity currently is, but hopefully we will see a lot of growth over the next few years on the XRP ledger. RLUSD is designed for institutional grade payments and is fully backed by USD reserves and is issued by the New York Department of Financial Services. Zero Hash's embedded API SDK make RLUSD accessible for remittances, payouts, treasury, and other payment solutions, which enhances liquidity and delivery regulated digital money for partners and clients. Nium is a prominent fintech and global payments processor that is actively partnered with Ripple, the company that uses RippleNet and XRP infrastructure to deliver real-time cross-border payments, lower pre-funding requirements, and enable faster, more affordable remittances in corridors like the Philippines and Mexico, as well as a broader coverage in Southeast Asia. You also have Nium has leveraged Ripple's tech for direct integration with international payment systems, and is a major partner is partners with majors like Visa. And is major partners like Visa. My mind is, I don't know where it is. So much is happening. The remittance and payout innovation is powered by Ripple and sometimes includes the use of XRP for on-demand liquidity and settlement. So much is happening here. Jack McDonald, who has, basically he's CEO of Standard Custody, also taking a role here in RLUSD, past internal benchmarks, past individual goals achieved. I'm extremely proud of the entire team at Ripple, and we worked so hard to bring the stablecoin to the world with $1 billion in less than a year. Let's go. The growth that we have seen for RLUSD just over the past few months has been enormous. I would imagine that 2, 5, 10 billion is just around the corner. Let's go. You're also seeing a lot of people like Paul Barron. We talked about this in multiple videos, but Ripple does have that interconnectivity that these financial institutions are going to need. Here's the biggest problem that banks face here. Brad Garlinghouse was working for every major bank is racing to launch its own stablecoin while Swift pitches neutral rails. The reality, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citi, Wells, US Consortium stablecoin, ING, Deutsche, UniCredit, 6 others. Euro stablecoin by 2026. Bank of America CEO says we're ready to launch once regs clear. Banks don't want neutral infrastructure. They want to control it. But here's the kicker. More proprietary systems, which mean more custom systems, more systems that these banks are working on by themselves, right? Their own technology is not going to interoperate be interoperable with all of these other blockchain systems. So banks are going to need to work with companies like Ripple because they're going to need that interconnectivities, more fragmentation. JP Morgan, Bank of America, Eurocoin, what bridges those walled gardens? So as each of these banks build out these own private systems, they're not really connected to the rest of the world here. That's the problem we already have. That's why money takes so long to get around the planet. You need some type of bridge asset, some type of connectivity, and that could be Ripple. And of course, with how many companies are going to be showing up here over the next 2 days, the incredible names, we are going to have a ton of announcements. Guys, make sure that you're following the channel. I'm going to bring you the heat. It's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. And of course, we did get some information today on Ripple Prime breaks ground in the US to launch digital asset spot prime brokerage capabilities. I did a full video on this. It'll come out the same day as this video. This will come out on Tuesday. I will also probably be making more content about what's happening at Swell, some of the interviews, some of the speeches that are given. I will go through those with you guys side by side. We're going to have a lot of fun. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I am having a blast. I will see you next time. I'm Crypto Sensei. Aloha.